Hello everyone, it's Captain Shishio here, returning with more Free Worlds missions. We are now continuing the hunt, checking signs for underwater testing. So yeah, we're gonna shove off for Carniferous. Whoa, lots of asteroids. Jeez, they're spanning. They're moving quick. Spanning. Yeah. Okay. After landing, you go for a walk along the beach with Katya and Eyes. They both go barefoot, walking on the surf. Eyes is collecting pebbles. Uh, and shells from under the water, and at one point, instead of grabbing a pebble, he surreptitiously reaches down and fills a small vial with seawater. Back at your ship, he runs his tests with you and Katya watching eagerly. He looks at the results, frowns, and then repeats the whole procedure with a second test kit. Finally, he sighs. Nothing, he says. Katya shouts in frustration and bangs her fists against the bulkheads. Hey, don't go beating up my ship, lady. I was so certain this would be the right system, she says. Forget it, I'm going for a walk. She leaves your ship. Mr. Eyes packs up his instruments, and then you walk outside and find her sitting on the landing pad near your ship, watching the moon rise over the ocean. She seems much calmer. Yeah, let's try and comfort her. You sit on one side of her, and I sits on the other. It's really admirable what you're doing, you say. You're trying to work for peace and for justice. It's valuable work. Don't lose heart. One more try, she says. One last world and then we give up. I want you to take me there. She points at the moon hanging just above the horizon. I says, mining world, dusty atmosphere, frequent meteorite impacts. You could set up a nuke on the far side of that world and the miners would probably sleep right through it. Okay, I'll take you to this one last world and then we're done. Hmm. Okay, where are we going? She pointed to oh, the other. Clink. I think is where she wants to go. Wait, is that where she wants to go? Yeah, she wants to go to Clink. Okay, you land some distance from the mining settlement, and Mr. Eyes goes into the airlock in a pressure suit, cycling it to bring in some of the moon's thin atmosphere for him to test. Firing up my instruments now, he says through the comlink. There is a long pause, and then he starts spouting a long string of creative profanity. Profanity is not used, generally not something you say while happy. But then again, when you've been dealing with so many failures, I guess it would be. Finally, Ice calms down enough to say, it's a match. Not only has there been a recent test here, but the signature matches the one we took on Geminus. This is it. He cycles the airlock and comes back inside. Let's fly around and see if we can find the site, he says. After a few hours of flying low over the surface and scanning for radiation signatures, you find a spot that looks like all the other meteorite craters but is full of radiation. Katya and I look at the images of the surface almost in disbelief. Based on the isotopic decay rates, this explosion happened in mid-June, says Eyes, just before the attacks happened. It makes no sense, says Katya. It's a blatant atmospheric test. No other way the Navy hasn't found this. The Navy could act on this at any moment, Captain. Is the outpost reporting any miners' jobs open? You check your computer. One job opening for a janitor in the mess hall. She grimaces. Okay, it's better than nothing. I'll take the job to go undercover and see what I can find out. You take Ice to Zug where he can get in touch with the Freeworlds Council. I'll find a way to send you a message once I found the perpetrators. Katerina, says Ice, this is way too dangerous. There's no other way, she says. We have no time to lose. I'm willing to risk it. With deep reservations, you drop her off at the outpost where she is quickly offered the job. Not many folks care to work up here, says the foreman, so your help would be much appreciated. You and I return to your ship and get ready to travel to Zug with the evidence. Okay. Ooh. Equipment. Whoops. I forgot to sell that on, whatchamacallit. Well, hopefully it doesn't matter. Yeah, it looks like it's the same either way. Okay, equipment. Finally, getting somewhere. Now, hopefully we can continue. Boy, those pirates must be really landing on Zug. I gotta wonder if I need to carry more crew, otherwise I'm not gonna. Eyes has been really quiet for the whole journey. You're sure that he's worried about Katya. When you land, he hands you 250,000 credits and says, "Thank you for all your help, Captain. I hope that this leads to justice being done." He starts to walk off, then comes back. By the way, Katya wanted to keep this a secret, but I think you should know. He points to the credit chips he just handed to you. Katya has been funding this out of her own pocket. That's the last of her savings that she just gave you. That she just paid you. So she's been funding this operation the whole time. Huh. She's a unique woman, says Eyes. I hope we see her again soon. Goodbye for now, Shishio. Well, now what? Ah, here we go. Oh, oh, okay. Soon after you exit your ship, a man approaches you. Captain Mazakahara? He asks. You nod. My name is Alondo, he says. I'm a member of the Free Worlds Council. Katya and JJ both speak highly of you. So highly of you that I would like to see you join us. Even though you messed up that escort mission. What escort? That's not my... What escort are you talking about? I'm sure, he says. But I'm not the one you need to say that to. Right now, Tomek is refusing to let us offer you a job, but if you speak with him in person, he might change his mind. Or he might not. But if you really want to work for us, you should visit him on Long Jump. Take full responsibility for what happened and apologize. Just a suggestion. Great. So what's this guy got up his butt? One screw up and already he's ready to blacklist me. Push. Well, what can you do? Hopefully things will... Nervously, you contact Tomek and ask if he would be willing to meet with you. After a long pause, he says, "Okay, meet me at the cantina in 15 minutes. Why do I think that's at Cabana? Yeah, that's right. You wait for about 20 minutes before he finally shows up and says, without preamble, now, what do you have to say for yourself? If we offer you a mission in the future, he says, we have to be able to trust that you will complete it. No excuses, no second tries. Do you understand? You nod. Fine, he says with a long sigh. Katya said she trusted you, and Jean-Jacques as well. So I'll recommend that they give you a chance, but please try to be more responsible in the future. He shakes her hand and leaves without ordering anything to drink. Still does not think very highly of you. Great, now what? So what? Now what am I supposed to do? Well, let's go to Zug, see if I can... Why is that mission... Dang, good price on equipment. Let's go back to Zug and see if we can get any more missions with them. Since that's where the seems to operate at. No? Well, this is a bit of a disappointment. I'm really not sure what's gonna happen now. Three different planets in the area. Huh. I'm really at a loss of what to do. Did I do the wrong thing? Did I just... I'm trying to... Am I able to buy a different license? No. I'm stumped. It's like, what am I supposed to do? Oh, that's 2,000. I thought that said 22,000. I'm like, what? Hmm. Um, it'll be. I guess we'll go hunt down this devouring massacre. See where I can find it. Hopefully it's not too far. Ah, there you are. Let's see. Proton guns, huh? Interesting. Oh no, you're gonna tell me he can only go so far? Oh no, nope. As long as I got him. He wouldn't last 2 seconds in a fight. Okay. Oh, hello. Soon after you land, a courier arrives at your ship and hands you a formal-looking letter. It reads, Dear Captain Mazakahara, Free Worlds Council would like to thank you for your invaluable assistance you have rendered to us recently. We are prepared to offer you a position as an officer in our militia. Remaining in command of your own ship, your starting salary will be 300 credits per diem. Huh. If you want to join us, please report to our headquarters on board at your earliest convenience. You notice that Katya's name is printed instead of signed like the others. She must still be undercover on Clink. Oh, that's a little bit worrying. Not bad. I need to see what it's... No, I don't want to resupply ammunition. Proton gun. Hmm. Let's see. 135, 102, 180, 148.5. Not bad. Inaccuracy is 4 though. Less firing heat per shot, less firing energy per shot as well. What I may do is just add a couple anyway, so that way. Hull damage per shot, 34. 19.8. Ah, fires more shots per second. Range 528. Longer range too. Does it have any effects? Proton gun started out as a syndicate's attempt to reverse engineer and mass produce a cheap competitor for the particle cannon. Unfortunately, they were unable to find a reliable way to keep the beam coherent, but the resulting weapon is still popular with some captains, particularly as an anti-fighter gun. So because it fires more, it produces more heat than it... Might actually still be a good gun. I never did like them. I never was interested in the missiles. I'll sell them for now. What? Weird. Okay. At some point I will test these out. I'll sell you good amount of money. Yay, I'm above 40 million. 40 million, not for long though. Okay. Here we go. Oh, that's probably why. Gamma Corvi is their main base. That would explain a lot as to why she was up why I found her up there. Okay. Ooh, luxury goods. Should have probably kept that ship for another trade ship. Oh, they don't have the bulk freighter. Bummer. Oh, let's see how much a nest needs for crew. Required crew 7. Okay. Jeez, that takes 35 crew? Taking one would not be easy then. Off to Gamma Corvi. This may or may not have been my best idea. Considering how much it's actually building up the energy, the heat and energy I need. It might be best to invest in some extra... I don't know, maybe I should have stuck with missiles. Who knows? Meanwhile, let's at least this underway? You are on board, Kepa. Do you take them up on their job offer and volunteer or to officially join them? Sure. You find the Freeworlds offices and give your name to the person at the front desk. A few minutes later, Tomek Voigt, who employed you as an escort captain, comes down the stairs to greet you, accompanied by a man you don't recognize. Captain Masakahara, he says, this is Alondo, another council member. A diplomat by training, we are very happy to formally offer you a job. I did meet with Alondo, though. How do I not recognize Alondo if I have met him? Levy. That night, the council takes you out to dinner at a very fancy restaurant. Halfway through the third course of the meal, Tomek's communicator beeps. He reaches over to turn it off, then sees the message and turns pale. A hush falls over the table. Cornet Feroz has been captured by the Navy. After a long silence, JJ asks, how many casualties? None, says Tomek. The Navy claimed that Cornet Feroz was the source of the terrorist attack, and after they showed the evidence to the militia commander on DP, surrendered and yielded control of the system without a fight. Indeed, says Freya. That should be our first priority. Well, says Alondo, it's a good thing we haven't yet publicly announced that Captain Masakahara is working for us. Captain, we have one final mission for you as an independent merchant, Captain. We need you to stop on Clink, locate Katya, and bring her safely to Long Jump without being stopped by the Navy. Oh, jeez. Deep and deep. Alright, looks like I'm just going to be transporting goods to there. Ooh, boy. Ooh, plasma cannon. Produces a lot of heat. That's why it's it's a gun designed to overheat them. Alrighty. I still got food and clothing? Oh, that's right. Taking over the heavy metals. Fun, fun, fun! We're off to save Katya. Hopefully. How did... Wait a minute. How do they know? Were they waiting this whole time? I wonder. Did they know and they were just waiting for the Freeworlds to get involved? Or did they just find out somehow? How? I'm probably reading too into this, but still, it's like... How? Oh, no. I don't need help with fuel. This is just... Republic's already here. And it's already claimed as Republic. And I did say they claimed it. The mining outpost on Klink is swarming with Navy officers. You would guess that they in fact outnumber the miners. You are not sure how you are going to get in there and contact Katya without the Navy noticing. You wait on the landing pad for several hours. Katya does not show up. Navy officers in pressure suits walk by your ship about every 15 minutes, no doubt wondering what you're doing here. You fly over to the test site, and the test site is scanning for energy signatures, but there is nothing. You put on a pressure suit, leave your ship, and approach the outpost. As soon as you step through the airlock, you are stopped by a Navy officer. What is your business here? He asks. My brother is a miner here, you say. My mother sent me to check on him. The officer says, don't worry, no one here has been hurt, and they will all be free to continue their work shortly. But for now, I'm going to have to ask you to leave this world. He calls over several guards who are wearing pressure suits. They escort you to your ship and command you to take off. You have no choice but to head back to Long Jump without Katya. Achoo. Going without selling the goods, at least. Had I known that, I would have taken the missions for deep anyway. Oh, they're on Sabik. Sabik? Oh well. Okay. Oh wow. 0. Why 0? Oh well. We'll take some luxury goods. There was nothing I could do. When you land on Long Jump, you discover that Tomek has already found transportation here. He meets you almost as soon as your ship lands. When you step out of the hatch alone, without Katya, he turns away in grief. I'm sorry, you say. I couldn't locate her. The whole place is under guard. Very well, he says. We'll have to hope that she's still hidden there somewhere. In the meantime, we need to make your allegiance official so that you can fight alongside us if it comes to that. He is carrying a paintbrush and a very large can of green paint. Would you like to do the honor? He asks. Green's not my color, especially bright green. If it was dark green, fine, but bright green? Ugh. Alright. Take the paintbrush, climb on top of your ship, and begin painting it in the green and gold of the Freeworlds. Suddenly you hear a cheer from one of the other ships parked nearby. Someone has seen what you're doing and is shouting, "For freedom! Another ship for freedom!" Soon several other people see you, and before long it seems like everyone's in the port has picked up the cheer. Tomek stands by silently until you finish and then says, "Let's hit the bar. I need a drink." An hour later, you are in the bar celebrating your new employment. When emergency sirens start blaring, someone runs into the bar and says, "The Navy has entered the system. What do we do?" Tomek says, "We can't let them take the system, or they'll have us completely bottled up. This is where it begins. We need to fight. Get to your ships, quickly. But if you can, disable those ships instead of destroying them. These are Navy ships after all. And most of them don't want war any more than we do." You hurry to join all the other ships taking off to defend the system. Am I going to get launched off without... Damn it! I'm getting something out of this. Ooh, carrier. Oh my god, if I can take this. Oh my god. Never mind. That would have been so sweet to have. Wouldn't you know it? Always has more crew than you got. Okay, what was the button to recall drones again? D. Jeez. How many bloody drones were there? Rainmaker. Jeez, 12 people? Hey, I lost no crew in that one. God, how many ships am I going to have flying for me by the time I'm done with this? Last one? Oh, this one's got 12 men. Oh my god. What's wrong with those two? God, another one? Okay, no more. We're landing now. Oh man, now why are those two decommissioned? Why are these two out of it? I want answers. I want names. But you guys don't know how to land? Apparently neither do I. Jeez. Navy has been driven off, but at a great cost. You should probably visit the spaceport. Oh, man. Jeez. A lot of cargo. Dang. Yeah, this is not worth it. I'm just gonna sell them for now. Okay. Mood in the spaceport is solemn. No one has had time yet to count up the losses on both sides of the battle, but it is likely that over 1,000 lives were lost. And because the Navy is held in such high regard, even here where Parliament and the Paradise Planets are viewed with disgust, many of the militia captains are almost as saddened by the loss of Navy lives as by the loss of some of their own. You find Tomek walking among the fleet, conversing with captains and assessing the damage they have suffered. When he sees you, he says, "Captain Masakahara, how is your Nagato holding together?" "Glad to hear it," he says. Listen, we need to press our advantage before the Republic has time to call for reinforcements. If we strike quickly, we could be able to retake Corneferos from them. It's important to break the blockade on that system just for the sake of the trade with the rest of the galaxy. And on top of that, of course, Katya needs to be rescued. Indeed, he say. We have a large fleet of reinforcements coming in from the rim, he continues, and a few ships here that are able to fight another battle. I need you to take off with them, wait for the reinforcements to arrive, and then retake Corneferos. If the Navy ships retreat, let them retreat. If they surrender, let them surrender. If they stay and fight, disable them if you can, destroy them if you must. Understood? We all do, he says. No one wanted this. Not us. Certainly not the Navy. But if they attack us to take our freedom, we must defend ourselves in order to keep it. Understood? Yes, sir. You say. I'll prepare my ship for another battle. Okay. We are going... I don't have space for drones? But I thought my... Don't I have... I have fighter bays. Do they not count as drone bays? Huh. Okay. Do I have fighters in me in the ship already? Didn't stand a chance. Okay. Alright. So that. So that. She's only 1 million. That must be a fighter. One of the fighter things that I can store. All in all, not a bad haul. I'm up to 54 million credits. Jeez. Did I have Meteor or Sidewinder? I think I had Sidewinder missile. Well, either way. I'm thinking I'm gonna need a lot of crew. So what I'll do is I'll head back to Savik. Or should I go there to do some missions while I'm at it? That's the Charon Station, Glaze, and Charon Station. Okay. I'm just gonna go to Savik unless I can get better prices. 241 for medical. Okay, we'll go there. I got enough. Do I got enough? Oh shoot, what I should have checked was for more of the guns. That's what I should have done. Those would have been very helpful. This isn't... Do they have lasers? Yes, they do. Okay. Alright. So... When we return, we... Oh god, the fact that we're attacking the Navy. Well, I stocked up on crew. This is gonna wait. But I hope I can take some good ships. So until then, goodbye all.